We're coming up on the hour here, Tom. So before we go, I just want to ask you something I ask all of our guests. What is the best piece of career advice you've ever received, whether it's from a parent or a mentor or a teacher or a colleague, or even just something you read?
Well, I read a lot, and I'd say most recently, the best career advice is from this book called Turn the Ship Around by L.
Okay.
David Marquet. I thought it was about submarines. My wife bought it for me for Christmas one year, and I read it, and I'm like, this is not about submarines. It's about leadership.
Hmm.
And for me personally, it actually was a new set of thinking. And I think as a CISO, you need to inject some new set of thinking into your practice. I was successful in what I was doing, and I liked it, but I realized that I needed to think a little differently. And that's called intent-based leadership. And what I started doing as opposed to being the CISO that knew everybody and everything and knew which button to push, to the CISO, I moved to a different organization. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know the infrastructure. I didn't know the IP spaces like I know. And I didn't know where all the business nooks and crannies were. So I found that I had to develop a team and develop their competence. And then I guess the main principle of that is push decisions to where the information is.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're not the bottleneck. You are stepping back and seeing what the process is like and putting your finger on different situations. That was the most transformative career decision for me, was to think, hey, I'm not so much a technician. I should be a leader. Yeah, I understand the technology. I'm curious about how things break and how to break them. And then, but the other side of it is I've started, in a sense, hacking the organization, if you want to call it that.
Interesting. That's great advice. Thank you. I've never heard that variant of it before. Want more career advice? Well, click here to check out my full conversations on the CyberWork podcast. Every week, I sit down with a cybersecurity practitioner to discuss how you can break into and move up the ladder in the cybersecurity industry. See you there.